So yes, my people, I'm just showing you all on Canefield Bridge. It have a little traffic because the police have to ask you where you going, what you going to do. So what is one vehicle after the other? Yeah. So this is next to Auto Trade. As you can see, Auto Trade at the front. They are right there. So they have to ask you where you go, you know, whatever. So I'm leaving the direction of Canefield towards Roseau. So I'm just approaching them. Straight up, straight up.
Straight
Straight up, straight up.
Check you ready.
So that was the first one there we passed in Canefield. Nice and easy. Very nice policeman. Yeah. So here we are in NewTown by the NewTown Savannah. We are having another roadblock there. This is where another 10 by the NewTown Savannah. And everything is well blessed up there. Everything well blessed up there. This is where we have the final stop on this direction. So we are approaching Loubier. So our people for the entire weekend, that's how it's going to be. So by Auto Trade and NewTown Savannah, and this is Loubier. So that's how it's going to be for the weekend. So you have to pass through there. So that's how it's gonna be. The lockdown gonna be for the weekend. Yeah, so that's how it's going to be. So Siri Exposing will always take a chance to bring it out to you. We will always try to make you get the real story live. Yeah, so Siri Exposing, that's how it is for the weekend. So we're gonna make sure we get it for you. Take the chance, take the risk, and bring it for you. Come back to Siri Exposing. Now we are live in Bellevue. Now, this is the place where they had the jam. This is the place in Bellevue. This building they call the mall. This is where they call the mall. This is the location right there, as you can see in Bellevue. So, this is where they had the jam. This is the first place where the virus started to spread, it looked like, because that is the first place they had the jam. And this jam was organized by the PAL rep. And whenever you don't have anything to offer to the people, you always think of doing jam, and jam bringing, drinking rum, and people just forget about development, forget about the interest of the country, and checking, yeah, last night the jam was good, a lot of people, we wine ourselves, you understand? That is not the kind of things a PAL rep should be thinking of doing. A PAL rep should be thinking of doing how they're going to elevate the people, how they are going to create employment for the people, how they are going to make the people self-independent, not depending on people. So when they lack of ideas, when they lack of plans, this is the kind of thing they want to come with. CO. And they want to make CO so that people could love them. People gonna love you by CO. People gonna love you when you create jobs, when you create employment for them. Right? So right now, this is the condition where you see the people down there. They are in line, going to the same mall where they was going, where they were entering freely. And right now they're in line to enter one by one. And when they had the jam, they could enter by 10 by 20. So I'm just checking right now. The people of Dominica need to start to think. Because the way the system is going, they have not leaving any future for there is no future for the children. There is no future right now. Nothing is designed. They want to build stock-up apartments, as you can see down there, for people. And the virus can spread faster in the apartment than anywhere else. Because people use the same step, the same corridors, the same everything. So the housing system for the virus is not good. If people have their land, build their house on the land for them. Don't try to brainwash the people by building apartments and put them in it. And next thing you have a pandemic like this virus right now, which that can spread in less than a second in an apartment. So the virus now is to educate the government people so that they will stop building this kind of apartments to avoid the spread of virus in a country in the future. And the PD7 people, it's 5 more months remaining so that they could get a title to come out under that stress, living in a house that is not theirs for now. So within 5 more months, they will be getting their title. I hope they will not come and change their words, try to play games with the people who have been waiting there for so long, since after Hurricane Maria. And the rest of the PD7 people who haven't got to the houses, they said that they would buy land and build more houses, and up till now not a word. So all this coming up. All this coming up. So as you can see, this is the mall in Bellevue, where they had the jam where everybody was stick up together, and it was organized by the PAL rep, because nothing to offer to the people. Let's try to give them a little CO so that they could free up their mind, even though they don't have breakfast tomorrow, even though they don't have a job. Like, they wouldn't really think about that because they CO last night, they CO last weekend. Because if the PAL rep come to me and ask me about that jam, I would tell him no. I would tell him, why didn't you think of creating a job? Think of creating something for the people so they could elevate themselves, they could be independent, they could build their house, buy their land, take a loan, do something. So here is it right now. We had the curfew today, Saturday, to 5 o'clock. And they just change it on people. And they will change it again because they don't even know what they're about. They are acting presently like the virus just come in the world. A virus that is already there for months and months, and they want to act like the virus just come in the world, just changing time, like people are going to die. Nobody have died virus in Dominica. Nobody. You know people will already die with blood clot. People die with blood clot in Dominica. A lot of people die for the past time with blood clot. And I think it's the vaccine that causes the blood clot. They're not talking about it. And I realize now, people who take the vaccine, they are not sending them into quarantine. They are not sending them into quarantine. I think they are not sending them into quarantine because that I realize. Because they don't want people to say they get the vaccine and what they are doing in quarantine. So they're trying to play a game with the people so the people could take the vaccine. A mask and a hand sanitizer is better than a vaccine. Because the vaccine, you have risk of spoiling your immune system and you can end up losing your life with the vaccine. But with a mask and a hand sanitizer, you won't lose your life. You have no chance of losing your life or getting your body system affected. So I believe in the mask and hand sanitizer. I personally don't believe in the vaccine. I don't believe in the vaccine. Because the vaccine, for now, with all what I'm seeing and studying, the vaccine does not work. It does not work. It just put in a fluid inside of you, a chemical inside of you that does not work. Because people who have the vaccine have to protect themselves just like people who do not have the vaccine. And they can still transfer the vaccine and the disease to somebody else. So my people, just look out for yourself, protect your family, protect yourself, use your mask, have your hand sanitizer, and do your do. Because the virus is there and it will not go anywhere for now. Because people who have taken the vaccine just bring in the virus into Dominica. Because since when they stopped the quarantine, when you come into Dominica, I realize the virus is going to spread. And so said, so done. Once people come into Dominica, they have to go to quarantine for 3-4 days, give them a PCR test, because on their way they can pick up the virus. They can pick up the virus on their way. So leave them in quarantine for 3-4 days and give them a test and they can go. Or anytime they come in without quarantine, the virus can never stop in Dominica. Or you can put curfew, or you can put all kind of thing all you want. It can never stop. The only thing that can stop it is quarantine when you reach in Dominica for 4 days and of 5 days, and we'll test you. If not, it will never stop in Dominica. So my people, this is it for today. Just giving you the update of where the first jam took place in Bellevue, organized by the Palo Rep Canefield Darroux, which he should have never done because of the impact of the virus across the world. They should think further than that and see what it costs today. See, and they want to blame the people talking about backdoor. Nobody came in backdoor with virus. Virus came in front door.